Okay. Are you ready?
Yeah, we're ready.
Okay.
What are you doing? We're about to... This is feedback.
Hey, camera 2, how you doing? Good. How was your summer? All right. So, sorry to pull you from class, but I've got a couple of things that I need you to tell these kids, okay? Can you do that for me? Perfect. So, I don't know about you. I know you're a camera and you just kind of sit there and whatever else, but I always want to be the best at anything that I do, right? I don't want to just kind of walk through and randomly do it and not be that good at it, right? So like a couple years ago, my friend started playing disc golf. And I'm thinking, all right, so I played it and it's kind of fun, but after a while I'm like, you know what, I actually want to be really good at this. And that's just kind of the mindset that I have. It's a lot more fun to be good at disc golf than just be out playing it, right? So I had a kid a couple of days ago. I don't want to just, have this child and then, halfway be a parent. You agree? If you had a little baby camera, wouldn't you want to be the best father camera that you could be? I agree. So what we want is these students to also be the best students possible. They're already here, They're already here coming to school, whether their parents make them or they want to or not. They're already here. So we want them to be the best possible students that they can be so that Sholo High School is the best school in the world, right? So I want to take a second and show them what it takes to be the best students. So turn over here. If you could take a look real quick. So we have determined that the best things that they can do to be all in, there's 4 components. All right? There are 4 components to being all in. So the first one, is being in class, right? So the first component is you got to be in class, and then now you're going to be a successful student. The second thing, students need to be invested. It's one thing to just be in class wasting air and stuff, right? We got to be invested. The third thing, students need to be involved. All right, I could show you all sorts of data and stats and everything else on the students that are involved are the most successful students. The graduation rates go way up. Their enjoyment of school and their growth as a human being is all bettered by being involved. The fourth thing is being independent. The fourth thing is being independent, all right? So this is high school. This isn't elementary school anymore. You got to be independent, make your own decisions, and take responsibility for those decisions as you go, okay? So these are the 4 things that these kids need to do. Now, my brother is a shining example of this, all right? So a lot of people, they think, in order to be good at school, you got to be smart and you got to, be able to sit down and pay attention to everything. My brother had like this undiagnosed ADHD ever since he was a little kid, and he was just crazy, and he cared more about girls at school than he did anything else. But he was really, really successful, and he set a goal for himself that he wanted to be a millionaire before he was 30, and he did it. And he was not a good good student like most people think, because ever since he was young, he committed to these things. He was always in class. He would come to class throwing up if he had to. He was always invested in what he was doing in class and asking questions and trying to get better at what the teachers were teaching him. He was always involved. He played all sorts of different sports and did different clubs and everything else to stay involved in the school. And he is the most independent person I've ever known in my life. And he was a millionaire before he was 30 by making sheet metal down in the valley. So if he can do it, I know any of these kids can do it. So can you tell them this stuff for me, camera 2? Perfect. All right, so I think Mrs. Robertson, the assistant principal, she had a few things that she wanted to talk to you about. So we'll see you later, and then we'll get you back to class, all right?
Hey, camera 2, how are you doing? I'm so glad you swung by. I needed to talk to you too. So I'm Mrs. Robertson, if you didn't know me, camera 2. There's a couple of things I need your help with though, even though we just met. There are 3 new things on campus that all students need to help us out as a whole school. The first one is our cheating. Cheating, something that can't happen on our campus anymore. We need to stop this. You need to respect your teachers enough and yourself enough. No more cheating. If you get caught cheating, you're gonna be out of school suspended, okay? On your first offense. You can appeal it because, you know, some things kind of happen every once in a while, but if you get caught cheating, you're out of school suspended for 1 day on your first offense. So it's not worth the risk, guys. Second thing, ditching detention. Oh, see, let me see. Whatever, you all know me. If you know me, you know I'm not a good speller. So, ditching detention, don't do it. Remember, you get a reminder every 4th hour that you have detention. On that reminder now, it says, if you ditch detention, you are out of school suspended the next day. Okay? Do you see a pattern here? You do these things, you're gone. We need to have our school here. You need to respect it. You need to respect not cheating to your teachers. Your teachers want you to be successful. Cheating's not the way to get there. If you deserved a detention, if you earned a detention, a teacher didn't give it to you, you earned it. You get a notice, you don't go, you're out for the next day. That means you could miss a football game, you could miss a volleyball game, cross country, soccer, any of that stuff. You don't get to go because you're out of school suspended. The last one, this is a big one, and this has to do with everybody on the entire campus. Rocks indoors. It cannot happen. We care about each other enough for not some crazy person walking into our school because you put a rock in the door because you got to go get a hair tie from your car. Don't put a rock in the door. If you get caught putting a rock in the door, see, you're gone. You cannot do that. You are risking 900 other students because you didn't want to walk around the school. Earn your lunch, earn your dinner, don't put a rock in the door, come all the way around. If you get caught doing any of these things, notice there's a trend. These are out of school suspension the next day. I don't want to see you in my office for these things. I want to see you out playing your sports, in the hallways, chatting, enjoying your lunch. Make sure you're not cheating, okay? You can't do it. Respect your teachers enough. Go ask for help. Your teachers want you to be successful. 2, don't ditch detention. You earned that detention. You're reminded of that detention. Don't just skip out on it. You'll be suspended the next day. Last thing, rocks in the doors. There's almost 1,000 of us on this campus right now, including your teachers. Don't put us all at risk because you're too lazy to walk around. It's important. All right, I think that's all I had for you. I hope you have a good rest of your day and a good weekend. And I'll see you later, camera 2. Bye. You can head back to class.